people have to learn AI. That should be core skill set for people nowadays. If you are a writer, then your outcome should have more research based. And what I saw recently was that he was doing all of his work by himself, and he was completing his deliverables. And yes, whatever he was doing was not, of course, it was not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But fine, he learned from it. He's a young fellow and he'll move on. I think people just make a big deal out of everything. He will not be the only person who is doing something like this. Delhi में जो pollution की problem थी वो आज से नहीं है. Like my sisters studied in Delhi NCR like 20 years back. So वहाँ से लेके ये pollution बढ़ती गई. People promote this and how much people say कि EV जाओ. You are going to face challenges in your drive, in your mind. You will feel कि there is not that freedom that you have with ICE cars. You would want to go to the showroom and take the delivery, and you will want to have that feel of buying a car. It gives you that old world charm that you see in
Exactly.
Hollywood movies. It looks very nice.
In
yeah.
Bollywood movies also, like
Yeah, in
Shah
Bollywood
Rukh.
too. There are a lot of influencers because obviously they do it for the views, but they say it. So ये view ये किसको चाहिए? मतलब 12 इंच की स्क्रीन आपको कार में क्यों चाहिए? आपको टीवी देखना है.
What if I told you the best car under 10 lakh isn't even a car? In this episode of Beyond the Script, I sat down with Anubha Pandey, a tech journalist who turned into auto expert. We have covered all the things from Delhi smoke to AI that actually works. She's been into newsrooms, media startup, auto expos, and AI chaos. And in this episode, we break it down all. What it takes to land a job in tech and media today. 3 jobs that AI is coming for. And how to dodge that bullet. Delhi EV push. Is it for climate or commerce? 3 productivity hacks that a Gen Z should definitely implement in their life. How to buy a car in a budget. And why she would never take a certain car even it is just for free. We wrap it up with rapid fire and this and that. Scorpio versus Creator. Gemini versus ChatGPT. If you are into tech, cars and AI, or even just want a smarter hot takes, this episode is for you. Hit play, you're gonna love it. So, hi Anubha, just welcome to the Beyond the Script podcast. We are just planning this podcast for a long time.
Yes, we have.
How you are feeling today?
I'm feeling very nice. It's a Sunday and finally we are able to do it. So I am glad that we are doing it.
We are talking for this podcast for almost 7 months.
8 months, yeah.
I got you through Twitter.
Achha, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am pretty active on Twitter, not able to get that following or all,
Yes.
but really
Now
love.
it is difficult, yeah.
Yeah, but this is a very good platform if you really get into tech and everything.
Definitely, it's an amazing platform for journalists, for writer, or for whoever who is in the media space. या फिर अगर media में नहीं भी हो ना,
Right.
it's a very good platform to get new gigs, to build relationship, connection. It's an amazing platform.
Right. I have able to connected with a lot of good people.
Correct,
ठीक है? I got connected with a partner of Lightspeed in US,
Okay.
and I have sent a message. He do a podcast, so
Okay.
I have sent a message to him कि if you do a podcast with the founder of Suno, just ask us. And he asked that question, and he
Okay.
mentioned me also.
Suno AI.
Yeah, Suno
Okay,
AI.
okay. Nice.
So I think everybody who is watching this podcast should use that platform.
Correct, definitely. In fact, I have got a lot of good projects and gigs on Twitter. People have reached out to me on Twitter. So in that case, in fact, in one of a recent event, I met a fellow journalist, और उसने मेरे को बोला कि भाई उसकी रोटी पानी उसी से चल रही है, you know, because of Twitter, because he finds a lot of projects there. So it's a good platform. But now after Musk has overtaken it, I feel कि थोड़ा सा algorithm has gone for a toss. But other than that, it's a good platform, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Anubha, so you are in a content creation for a longer time, right? So tell us about like what's your views on content or how you are seeing content nowadays, doing it out.
I'll tell about my background a little bit. So I studied mass communication from Galgotia Universities, and in the second year of my college, I realized that this college is not going to get anything for me, so I have to start working. So since the second year of my college, I started looking for internships, and then I got some internships for video creation only. So from there I started my journey, and when I look back to my old videos I was like कि भाई ये कौन बच्ची है, क्या बोल रही है, उसको बंद करवाओ. मतलब I was so bad, like we all are at the beginning, right? So it started from there, and then after my college ended I started with jobs and everything. So since then I've been creating content, and it's about like now it's about 7-8 years since I've been doing this, and content has evolved in front of me. I have seen many people who started when who had around 5-6 thousand following when I used to watch them, and now they are at millions. So content has evolved, and after the TikTok ban and after the Instagram Reels came, so the whole content game changed. And now what I see, like it's like a earlier it was a very niche space, but now everybody, like entrepreneurs, politicians, and film actors, content creators, everybody is creating content. So competition is very tough nowadays, and you have to be on your toes if you are creating content. Like earlier maybe it was little easier because mostly people were doing it for fun, but now it's not for fun, it's like a real business, it's a real deal.
Right.
Yeah.
I think nowadays, like every industry takes us some time to get mature, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Content creation took its own time, and I think it's very early still now.
Yes,
Like
definitely.
if somebody wants to start it, they can start it right now and
Of course, yeah.
get more into it.
I am also starting right now only, yeah.
But you are creating content.
Yeah,
from a
I've been
longer
creating
time.
content, but not for myself, or
Yeah.
for my page.
So tell me, like, what you have done earlier in content, like before you were creating content for yourself, what you were doing?
So I started with a very difficult niche, which I feel it is very difficult. I started doing vox pop, like going in public, asking people about asking people random questions. So I started creating content in 2018. So in 2019 there was Lok Sabha election. So I did a lot of content around that, going out in public, asking their political opinions, and I also covered the elections. So I interned with few publications and magazines. So there I have done street interviews, and I also interviewed few local politicians. So I started with that. So interviewing vox pop was the first few things that I did. On the side there was one page on YouTube for which I used to create travel videos, not travel videos but exploring Delhi kind of videos. So that was quite fun. I anyway like traveling. I anyway love food, so I used to go out and look for street food and what other markets are evolving. So I remember in 2018 or in 2019 I went to MKT, Majnu Katila, and that time, now it is like a hustling bustling market, but that time it was, I saw the real MKT.
What year was it?
2018 or 2019.
2018, okay.
So I saw the real MKT. You can feel that it's very different from Delhi, but now it is like a proper market with a lot of shops and a lot of vendors, because it has evolved in the last 7-8 years. But I also got to know about that in one of the YouTube videos, and I created a video around that. So I did a lot of these stuff, and then I moved to some serious journalism like fact checking and covering national politics and the mainstream news. Then in 21 I thought, see, I have to decide a particular niche, because I never liked the mainstream journalism because it was very toxic for me. And after the COVID thing, imagine a scenario where people at home are sick with COVID, they have been infected, and you are also reporting at the same time how many people have died in the last 24 hours because of COVID. So that was little difficult for me. Then I decided I need to switch to a particular niche, and then I thought of switching to tech because I really liked it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Anubha, you have spent a lot of time in doing different things, I
Correct,
think,
yeah.
from the starting, right? You have been in journalist, you have been in content, you have been in EV, you have been in Twitter, you have been in everything, I
Yes,
think.
yes.
Typical a Gen Z mind, right? है ना?
Correct.
So tell me, like, yeah, we are getting into the AI zone right
Correct,
now.
correct.
ठीक है? We are seeing, everybody seeing AI is gonna eat your job.
Correct.
Do you see, like, who are gonna the jobs which will get totally vanished in 2016?
2060.
Sorry, 2026.
2026 in
Yeah.
the next 1 year.
Next
So
one.
I'll start with my industry only, the media industry. So what we are seeing is a lot of people are there for media publications who only write for them. So I feel the first people who will get affected by the AI boom that we are seeing will be the writers basic writers. I would say the writers who just write. They don't have any substance to it, or they don't have any expertise, or they don't have any deep research skill. So those kind of writers will be affected by this, because you do a story like in media industry, I'll tell you. So a lot of people are hired to write 10-15 stories a day. Okay. So in 8 hours of their work day, they write stories. So they must be giving around 30-40 minutes to a story. And that story is because in 30-40 minutes, you are not able to write a very good story or do a deep research on any topic, right? You are just writing it. You are just accumulating some facts and you are creating a story with it. So those kind of work can be easily done by AI. Since now we are not doing it because of the algorithm and how AI affects the website ranking. But moving forward, we will find a way to fix that also, right? We can rewrite it, or we can change few sentences here and there, and it will be good to go, I feel. So those kind of writers will be hit by this. And then I would say in the media industry only, there are a lot of graphic designers who just create posts, like very basic posts. So now it is very easy to create such post on Canva. Canva has been existing since, I think, for many years, but now they have a lot of AI capabilities. Like to remove the background, you can just do a click and the background will be gone.
Right.
Earlier you used to use Photoshop,
Exactly.
just to remove the background. It was a big task. People used to
Exactly.
pay for that. I remember, so one of my friend, a lot of my friends are in the creative field. So I think 2 years back, one of my friend got a project by someone to create to convert one picture into Ghibli art form. So for that person got paid around 10-15,000. Just remember, now why would you pay anyone to do that? It can be easily done by AI.
Exactly.
So for such kind of jobs, I think graphic designers, the very basic graphic designers will also get a hit. And then I will say, like, the very latest news of layoff which I heard of was the Microsoft layoff. It is going to eliminate around 9,000 people from their workforce. 9,000 is a huge number.
Very huge.
Yeah. So coders will obviously will be affected by it. I'm not into the IT field, so I can't comment about the skill set. But from my understanding, people who are doing very basic work or very basic coding, they will also get affected by it.
I think like the most of the job, in my opinion, will be vanished in till 2027. Most of the job will be vanished, be it a coder, be it a designer, let's say be it a writer, be it a whatever you can say, right? The reason is right now AI is at that point which is getting so fast improved, right?
Correct.
If you see in the last year, Ghibli art wasn't anything.
Yeah.
Right. Now everywhere is Ghibli art, right?
Yeah.
As you just said a real example, like that girl got 15,000 for a Ghibli art.
Exactly.
Now it's just a click and a few
Click
seconds.
away. That's
Right.
true. Yeah.
Every Spotify art or another art of Beyond the Script, we also post a Ghibli art of that.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. So we do not pay anything.
Yeah.
We just use one click, right? So I think AI is getting much more improved.
And we are ourselves training it,
Right.
We are interacting with AI on daily basis.
Right.
So it is being trained on the commands and our inputs. So
Right.
anyway, it will improve.
But one thing that will keep a person alive or keep a person safe is being a journalist, I can say. Being a
I hope so.
Yeah, being a journalist and being a problem solver, right? Let's say if I give you a problem and if you know how I can use this AI tool and I can just get a problem much faster, much accurate, at good speed, you will be much more safer than other people.
Correct.
Right? So this is what I think. And now you say, like, what do you think in the next, if those people want to save their job, the people you have just said, being a designer, being a writer and being other people's, what they can do to save their whole career, or I can say next 2 to 3 years at least?
Okay. For that, I think it's it's just common sense.
Hmm.
If your input is X and you are getting the output Y, because of AI, your input will be X, but your output should be 10 is to Y. You know, it should be 10 times better than what it was before. Because people have to learn AI. That should be core skill set for people nowadays. If you are a writer, then your outcome should have more research based. It should be more informative for people to read, and you can do that. Like for earlier, if I am writing a story that is taking me around 1 week of research, now I can do the same amount of research in one day because of AI. There are a lot of tools, but at the same time you have to be aware that you will have to use your mind. You will have to be aware like what's happening and how you can shape up the story. That AI is not going to tell you. So obviously you will have to use your brain, but your output and your result should be 10 times better. Then of course your job will be saved because you are now leveraging AI. You are not doing the same work that AI will do in 10 minutes. Secondly, I would say that you have to keep upskilling you. There are a lot of AI tools that are coming in. You have to keep upskilling, and at the same time, nowadays I feel people should have multiple skills and not stick to just one skill. In media, this is what I feel, that a lot of people are totally dependent on one skill. Either they can write, either they can edit, either they can shoot videos. So I feel nowadays, because a lot of work is taken care of by AI, if your work is such that AI can do some part of it, you should invest those time to learn other things. And then if you are getting a job or if you are applying somewhere, then you can say, see, I can do this, but I can do 5 other things. So that will add a lot of value. I also had a brief experience of running a startup, and this was my approach when I used to hire some people, that ठीक है, इनको ये काम तो आता है, पर इसके अलावा ये 4 और चीज़ क्या कर सकते हैं, because एक startup culture तो यही होता है ना, that you need some people who know other things as well, जो वहाँ पे भी brainstorm करने में they can help you to solve some problem. So ये सारी चीज़ें, and people have to now be little more creative. I feel creativity is the new key. You can go crazy with your creativity, and AI is there to support you and to achieve your results.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's discuss Soham Parekh.
Yeah, let's do.
Okay. What's your opinion about that guy? Positive or negative? One word answer.
One word answer. I will say C. I'll say
Don't be diplomatic.
I'll say positive only, to be very honest, in
Okay.
my opinion. I'm sure
Interesting.
companies will not like it.
We will gonna cancel. I'm also gonna support him.
No, this is what I
Yeah.
feel. See, from what I don't know him personally, and my knowledge is totally based on whatever I have seen on the internet. And what I saw recently was that he was doing all of his work by himself, and he was completing his deliverables. And yes, whatever he was doing was not, of course, it was not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But fine, he learned from it. He's a young fellow and he'll move on. I think people just make a big deal out of everything. He will not be the only person who is doing something like this. I am sure there must be a lot of people who are moonlighting. But to this scale, I don't know about that. What are your opinions?
My opinion is, look, there is a guy in earlier life in, I think, Romain and all, Markovely, right? So he used to say, if you want a power or if you want to sustain your power into the world, you have to pretend you are good, but you have to be bad inside, right? You do not have to do good things, right? So ethically, if you see from a larger perspective, yeah, it is not good.
Correct, yeah.
But to be honest, he wasn't doing anything that bad, right? So let's say right now 100 of people do their jobs. Nobody do their jobs,
Correct.
right? Everybody is sitting
Agreed,
down
yeah.
and just taking their
टाइम पास कर रहे हैं
Time
भाई,
pass,
8 घंटे हो गया,
exactly.
चलो चलते हैं वापस.
And he was just pointed out because he was smart enough.
Yeah.
If you are just doing something different from the society, you will be pointed out.
Yeah, I
है ना?
mean, see, he was not not committing any crimes.
Crime, no.
It was not ethically right, that's true. But at the same time, see, अगर जाके law change हो जाए कि you can work at multiple places
Right.
at once, then he'll be like, हम लोग कहेंगे भाई क्या आदमी है, इतनी बढ़िया जगह उसने चार जगह एक साथ काम किया. So
Exactly.
it's like that. I don't think कि कुछ इतना भी बड़ा मतलब उसको नेगेटिव लाइट में पोर्ट्रे करने की जरूरत है.
Yeah, I mean, he was smart enough that people get
Yeah,
little
triggered
scared.
by it
हाँ.
or jealous by him.
I think, मतलब, I do not know if this true or not, but there are certain people who set up the rules of the society, and according to them, this is not good. And
Yeah.
when something happen like this, कुछ ना कुछ हो जाता है. Like,
And if you see from the different, if you see it from a different perspective, then see, if I am doing a job and suppose that I'm getting 1 lakh salary, if I'm able to do another job from which I can earn 80,000 more, and if I'm able to, I'm a single person, I am living all by myself, my time is just for myself, and if I'm able to do that another job and I'm able to make 1 lakh 80,000 a month, why should I stick to 1 lakh only? If I'm able to manage both the things,
right.
there is not something wrong about it. Yeah, companies ask you to stick to one company, that's all there, and most people do that. But why to be in that trap? I feel this is what I feel.
Right. I think there would be instances in the future, in the next 3 to 4 years, and because of AI, right?
Yeah,
People will be more. Soham Parekh will be coming out, and I think we shouldn't be afraid of those people, right? Like,
definitely.
we should be in support of them. And if you are getting a work delivered here, I do not think anybody should have issues.
Exactly. और ये कंपनीज के लिए मतलब अगर आप गलत भी देखो ना तो ये कंपनीज के पर्सपेक्टिव से ही तो गलत है.
Right.
क्योंकि उनको एक अच्छा एम्प्लॉय मिला है, वो अच्छा एम्प्लॉय अब ज़्यादा पैसे कमा लेगा, देन मे बी ही विल मूव आउट फ्रॉम योर जॉब. सो इट इज़ ऑल्सो टू कीप दैट पर्सन इन अ ट्रैप.
Right. Okay, Anubha, now we are coming to the next part.
Yeah.
I have seen a lot of your videos. Okay? You are creating a good content.
Good to know that.
You are creating good content on AI, EV, and
yeah.
all. As a content creator or as a human being, okay, what are the top 3 AI tools you would recommend to our audience?
Okay. The first one would be ChatGPT because I think ChatGPT has first mover advantage. Many people started using the first AI tool that everyone used was ChatGPT. And it works well. It can help you with a lot of things. And nowadays I feel like yesterday I was cooking something or I had some questions. So I did not Google it. I just opened my ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT and my doubt was cleared. So ChatGPT is one tool that I use for daily basis, like here and there. And the second is Suno AI because I create videos. So I need custom music for my videos because I don't want to buy it. But for Instagram and all, I think I should also pay Suno AI, no? But anyway, so right now what I do is I create music on Suno AI and depending on the theme of the video, because as you must have seen, I don't use very generic music in my videos. I try to keep it little different just for the recall value. So sometimes I create custom music from Suno AI, and then other tool that I use a lot lately is Notebook. It is Notebook LM. It is by Google only and it's a wonderful tool for research. So you can input your sources, like if you have a report by MIT and the report is like 100 pages long, you can input the source, and if you have 3 podcasts which are like 3 hours long, so that's a lot of information that you cannot consume in 1 day or 2 days. So you can just input your sources and then you can ask any question around that. So that helps a lot in research part. These are my 3 go-to AI tools.
I think these are one of the good AI tools that you recommended and everybody can use in their daily life.
Definitely.
I'm giving you my example.
Yeah,
we have
please.
created a jingle of Quick Reel using Suno AI when it just got launched. I will definitely put it up in this podcast also.
That's so cool.
And it went so crazy. At the time, nobody knows Suno AI that much. I have put it out on my story and said like we have invested all of our money, investor money in getting a song created
Singer,
and people went crazy. Oh, that was
bhai,
crazy
ekdam
song.
pagal ho rahe hai.
Exactly. And I mean, AI is getting so much, and if you are going to use it daily, it definitely improves your productivity.
Correct.
So coming to the next question, what are your 3 productivity hacks which can help a human to improve using AI? I will give you my example first. I have created a ChatGPT chat
Okay.
in which I put my health and fitness and lifestyle things, right? So I used to input my whole day workout routine, right? I also put my hoop, क्या कहते हैं, hoop पूरा data and all. I also put out what I'm eating.
Okay.
I also put out what I use for skincare. I also put out like what I take for vitamins and all. And I take his recommendation like should I do this or not. And it really helps me, right? I have been able to improve my health. I have been able to improve my sleep. I have been able to improve my workout sessions and all. So this is one of the productivity hack that I got it out.
Yeah.
What do you recommend?
So first, let's start with ChatGPT. So I tried a little experiment. I used to be very active on Twitter. Nowadays, I'm not able to do because I'm also creating video content. So sometimes it gets little tricky for me to manage times for both the things. So what I tried to do, and I did not got complete success for that, but it's fine. It was fun experiment. So I downloaded our archive of all my tweets since I started. Okay, then I gave it to ChatGPT and I told ChatGPT that see, this is how I write, and I gave a prompt that this is my Twitter account. Now you have to create tweets based on this data. So it was a good experiment. It was fun. So it told me ki this is the tone of your tweets and this is what you talk about the most, and it gave me a lot of points. Then I told it, see, I want to create few tweets, just follow the tone and follow the style and follow all the elements that my earlier tweets had. So it did create few good tweets for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, the second would be there's an app called, I'm not sure whether it's an AI app, but let's keep it in this segment only. There's an app called Touch Grass. So you can use this app for managing your time. Nowadays, whenever we are sitting to work, it happens that we open our phone and we keep scrolling, right? So you can set a timer on that, and after that, if you want to unlock your phone or unlock a particular app, then you need to capture a picture of grass. Then only that app will open the app for you. So yeah, so this is quite fun, and you cannot just put in any random picture. It identifies very well. So if you want to manage your time, if you want to stay away from your phone, this is a very good app. And the third, I would say AI summary helps a lot. So I go to a lot of events and I go to a lot of meetings. I do have a lot of interviews here and there where I'm interviewing someone. So AI summary helps a lot. I just record the meeting, I just put the recorder on, and then I can use it to get the main pointers and summary out of it.
Interesting. Like one thing that you have told about the Twitter one,
Yeah.
is it worked or not?
So I'm telling you, it did not work fully, but
Okay.
I think if I give some more time to it and if I give better prompts, because I did it just for fun, let's see whether it works or not. But I think it can work.
Yeah, so then you should do it. Like,
Yeah.
Varun Maya have created his own avatar, AI
Yes,
avatar.
I know
right?
about that, yeah.
So it really worked for him, right? Now people like, a lot of people will say ki yaar AI, he is using AI and all. But to be honest, if you are not using AI, then you are the loser, right?
And अगर किसी को पता नहीं चल रहा है कि वो AI है, and if people are satisfied with the work, then what's the problem?
Right, like AI भी है तो what's the problem if the problem is getting solved?
वो AI से directly तो upload हो नहीं रहा होगा.
Right.
Like somebody must be monitoring it, somebody must be there to QC it.
Right.
So anyway, the result is the desired result of the person who is creating it.
Exactly. No, I mean, look from that perspective. Earlier we used to write from hands, right?
Correct.
Now we are typing it out. So you can say like ये तो text से use कर रहे हैं and all. So वो transition होता है, but why you are against of that transition, right? It is going to happen. Like the problem is getting solved. Your whole target should be okay. This problem is getting solved and it is done. Nowadays, most of the LinkedIn posts are from ChatGPT. Exactly from ChatGPT, right? And it got really good views, right? My whole like a month whole impression would be more than 1 lakh, right? And it is working really fine. I really reduce my time on LinkedIn for writing posts. I have invested that time in other things all. So I think that's a good thing.
And that's the point, you know, कि if like you are also running a startup,
Right.
and in the startup there are not like 100 people who are working. You have one person who is doing 10 things. Like for creators like me, I don't have any team. I'm the only person who is doing research part and writing, scripting, shooting, editing. Everything is done by me. If I'm not leveraging AI, then I am the fool. And I'll tell you a funny example. When calculators came in, there was the same concern कि भाई लोग दिमाग नहीं यूज़ करेंगे अपना, अब तो कैलकुलेशन से हो रही है तो दिमाग ही नहीं काम कर रहा. अगर आप दिमाग को काम ही करवाना है ना, तो दिमाग को आप बेटर काम करवाओ. आप बेसिक ही काम क्यों करवाना चाहते हो? आप डाइसन अपना पोछा निकाल रहा है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक, देन व्हाई यू वांट कि तुम हाथ से ही पोछा लगाओ इफ डाइसन इज क्लीनिंग बेटर? देयर इज नो
Exactly.
पॉइंट, नो.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure. I think that's a very good example that you gave right now.
I mean, people will learn, but with time.
Exactly.
they need little space.
Definitely. Now coming to the next part of this podcast,
Yeah.
you are being into EV,
Correct.
right? Into automobiles. Now more getting into EV. I can see your post like you're driving every new and each car giving me a FOMO like. So that's a very good thing. What's your opinion about the whole automobile industry in India? How is it is going, and what's the future in next 2-3 years?
So currently, what we are seeing, we are seeing the EV shift that the government has pushed a lot. गवर्नमेंट ने अपने एंड से बहुत ज़्यादा ट्राई करा है ईवी को पुश करने के लिए, और वो शिफ्ट हमें दिख रहा है. और उसमें अगर मार्केट लीडर्स की मैं बात करूँ, सो टाटा इज़ डूइंग ग्रेट. लाइक दीज आर द इंडियन कंपनी, टाटा, महिंद्रा, दीज कंपनीज आर डूइंग ग्रेट इन टर्म्स ऑफ ईवी शिफ्ट. दे हैव लॉन्च सम न्यू मॉडल्स विच आर बेस्ड ऑन ईवी प्लेटफॉर्म. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो ICE व्हीकल को ईवी में कन्वर्ट करा गया है, वो ईवी प्लेटफॉर्म्स ही हैं. जैसे कि हमारी BE6 हो गई, XE, जो महिंद्रा की जो ये दोनों कार लॉन्च हुई थी, और टाटा ने भी काफ़ी सारी कार लॉन्च करी है. सो ईवी शिफ्ट तो डेफिनेटली हमें देखने को मिल रहा है. और इंडस्ट्री के ओवरऑल में बात करूँ, सो अभी व्हाट आई कैन सी इज कंपनीज आर गेटिंग लिटिल बिट एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग with the design that we have seen with Curve and Mahindra's 2 new cars. So now, because see, we feel कि vanity is something जो कि फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है लोगों को, but if you look at reports, and I was looking at Autocars report I think recently, so there they mentioned that looks is something which people consider deeply whenever they are buying a car. So वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा काम हो रहा है, and in future we will see less. अभी भी हो रहा है. In future we'll see fewer ICE cars coming in and more cars of more EV cars being launched by companies.
Recently, we have seen in Delhi
Yeah.
these old 10 to 15 years of cars get banned, right? Do you think this is for just sales of EV or air pollution, or what's the reason? Like, why it happened? What's your view on that?
So I'll try to be as subtle as I can be on this, because in my opinion this is just hitting a soft target. दिल्ली में जो पोल्यूशन की प्रॉब्लम थी वो आज से नहीं है. लाइक माई सिस्टर्स स्टडीड इन दिल्ली NCR लाइक 20 years back. सो वहाँ से लेके ये पॉल्यूशन बढ़ती गई है. इट्स नॉट अ न्यू एज पॉल्यूशन प्रॉब्लम जो कि अभी हो रही है. तो अभी दिल्ली में गवर्नमेंट तो चेंज हुई है, तो एनीवे उनको कुछ तो करना ही है, राइट? अगर आप दूसरी गवर्नमेंट को टारगेट इसलिए कर रहे थे कि पॉल्यूशन वो टैकल नहीं कर पा रही हैं, तो जब आप आओगे तो आपको कुछ तो करना ही है ना, दिखाने के लिए लोगों को आप पावर में आए हो. नाउ कमिंग टू फैक्ट्स, जो अभी रिसेंटली रिपोर्ट आई है 2024 की, उसमें ये बताया गया है कि दिल्ली में जितना भी PM 2.5 का लेवल्स हम देखते हैं नवंबर, अक्टूबर, दिसंबर के महीने में, सो अराउंड 50% ऑफ दैट पॉल्यूटेंट्स कम फ्रॉम व्हीकल्स. सो दैट इज़ ट्रू कि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन से पॉल्यूशन हो रहा है, PM 2.5 के लेवल्स बढ़ रहे हैं, दैट इज़ डेफिनेटली ट्रू. बट एट द सेम टाइम यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट उसमें कार की एज का कोई भी इफेक्ट नहीं है. इट डजेंट मैटर कि कार आपकी 5 साल पुरानी है, 10 साल पुरानी है, 15 साल पुरानी है, कि वही कार्स आप एज का इसमें कोई रिलेशन नहीं है पॉल्यूशन से. इफ़ योर कार इज़ वेल मेंटेन्ड, इफ़ यू आर टेकिंग केयर ऑफ योर सर्विसिंग, एंड इफ़ यू नो दैट योर कार्स POC सर्टिफिकेट्स आर इन प्लेस, देन वहाँ पे पॉल्यूशन नहीं होगा, बट एट द सेम टाइम कुछ कार्स जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा अभी पुरानी नहीं हुई हैं, जैसे 7 साल पुरानी है, 6 साल पुरानी है, वो कार से बहुत ज़्यादा पोल्यूशन कर सकती हैं। कमर्शियल व्हीकल्स भी बहुत ज़्यादा पोल्यूशन कर सकती हैं, बसेस भी बहुत ज़्यादा पोल्यूशन कर सकती हैं। तो एज और पोल्यूशन का कोई कोरिलेशन है नहीं, बट बिकॉज दे वांटेड टू डू समथिंग दैट दे डिड इट। और ईवी पुश करके, इससे कुछ ईवी को पुश नहीं करेंगे दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट, मतलब वो इससे होगा भी नहीं अगर वो करना भी चाह रहे हैं। I have driven a lot of EVs and I have spent a decent time with EVs. So government चाहे जितना भी try करे अपने end से EV को to make India 100% EV car dependent, that is not going to happen in the next 5-10 years because the infrastructure is just not there yet. And I get a lot of flack for this on Twitter. So I posted a video about EVs, that EVs should not be a first or only car. I posted that same video on Twitter. I get a lot of hate for that particular videos. Like, there are lobbies which support EVs blindly. उनको समझ में नहीं आता है, मतलब दे लूज देयर माइंड व्हेनेवर दे आर टॉकिंग। हाँ, थोड़ी प्लानिंग करनी पड़ती है, तो क्या तुम ईवी से पूरी दुनिया घूम सकते हो? But the point of getting a car is that you are also buying freedom. You just want to go anywhere, anytime you want. You don't want to plan for it. Otherwise, we have Ubers, we have public transport जहाँ पे हम plan करके आराम से घूम सकते हैं. So ईवी लॉबीज़ हैं जो कि बहुत ही ब्लेटेंटली झूठ बोलते हैं कि अरे ईवी ले लो, तुम्हारी लाइफ एकदम सेट है, कोई खर्चा नहीं है। एक तो आप अपफ्रंट कॉस्ट दे रहे हो बहुत ज़्यादा उसका, और दूसरी बात है आप हैसल ले रहे हो। वो हैसल चाहे जितना भी अभी कोई बोले कि नहीं है, वो हैसल है। सो गवर्नमेंट की इन सब पॉलिसीज से कि आप बैन कर दे रहे हो, जो कि अभी उन्होंने होल्ड पे कर दिया है ये लोग। हाँ, रिसेंटली अभी होल्ड पे कर दिया है बिकॉज पीपल विल गिव बैकलैश ऑन दिस जस्ट डजंट मेक सेंस। यू थॉट कि मिडिल क्लास एंड लोअर मिडिल क्लास इज़ अ वेरी सॉफ्ट टारगेट, यू थॉट कि चलो भाई कूल बनते हैं, इसको बैन कर देते हैं। कोई कूल नहीं बन रहे हो, आपके लिए ये लोग बोल रहे हैं कि आप फालतू की बातें मत करो, इसका कोई सेंस नहीं बनता। हम जब डीजल कार खरीदते हैं, हम 15 साल का रोड टैक्स देते हैं अप फ्रंट प्राइवेट व्हीकल्स में। आप बोलते हो अब 10 साल में बैन कर दे रहे हो, कोई सेंस है इस बात का? आप नई कार ले रहे हो, आप या फिर ये बोलो कि नई कार में आपको कंसेशन मिलेगा रोड टैक्स में, यू गिव सम इंसेंटिव्स फॉर पीपल टू बाय अदर कार्स, एंड इफ यू वांट पीपल टू स्विच टू ईवीज और अदर न्यूअर कार्स, देन गिव देम इंसेंटिव्स। से कि इफ़ यू आर आप एक्सचेंज ऑफर्स जैसे हमारे पास स्मार्टफोन्स में होता है, वैसा कुछ क्रिएट करो ना लोगों के लिए। इफ़ यू जस्ट वांट पीपल टू बाय न्यू कार, आई थिंक पीपल विल हैप्पीली बाय न्यू कार्स, बट people who have limited funds, they obviously would want to save it for better things, not just randomly buying new cars. So this just doesn't make sense, and I feel this just happened because they wanted to hit a soft target, which they got flack for, and rightly so.
Okay, so now you have told like what's the whole scenario behind those bans, right?
Yeah.
And what's happening into the EV industry and how it is going forward. Do you think in 2035, till 2035, all of the cars in India will be EV, or there will be still like petrols, diesel? We are not talking about these hydraulic. What
Hybrid
is
cars.
hybrid?
Yeah. To understand this, let's look at the background of it first. So अगर आप कोई भी लॉ को देखोगे in terms of tech से related या फिर anyway pollution से related, so you have to look at what European Union is doing, क्योंकि बहुत सारी जो laws होते हैं, जो वो रूल्स बनाते हैं, वही पूरा वर्ल्ड फॉलो करता है। सो यूरोपियन यूनियन का तो ये कहना था कि 2030 तक हमें 2035 तक हमें ऑल इलेक्ट्रिक जाना ही जाना है। एंड यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड यूरोप इज़ सच अ डेवलप्ड प्लेस, बट वहाँ पर भी दे आर नाउ टेकिंग अ यू टर्न। इफ़ नॉट यू टर्न, दे आर नॉट दैट श्योर एंड कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट EVs एज दे वर बिफोर। द रीज़न इज़ कि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनाने में बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम उनको भी लग रहा है। इंडिया की बात तो हम बाद में करते हैं, पर उनको भी बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लग रहा है चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट करने में। एट द सेम टाइम EVs की अगर आप बात करोगे तो पूरे दुनिया की बहुत ज़्यादा EVs के लिए रिलायंस है चाइना पर। एंड एवरीबडी नोज़ कि वर्ल्ड पॉलिटिक्स में वेयर डज चाइना स्टैंड्स करेंटली, राइट? चाइना का कोई भी बहुत अच्छा दोस्त नहीं है जो उसके चक्कर में सारी अपनी चीज़ें बोले कि नहीं EV करते हैं भाई, क्योंकि चाइना का बहुत ज़्यादा रोल है EVs को डेवलप करने में, एंड ऑल दी रेयर अर्थ एलिमेंट्स एंड लिथियम आयन बैटरीज मोस्टली मैन्युफैक्चर होती है चाइना से. सो इफ एनीवन वांट्स टू क्रिएट एन ईवी दे विल हैव टू इम्पोर्ट अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स फ्रॉम चाइना. सो चाइना पे जो रिलायंस है और जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में चैलेंजेस आ रहे हैं उसके चक्कर में EU भी बोल रहा है कि हम ऑल इलेक्ट्रिक तो नहीं जा सकते हैं. what we can do is we can also include hybrid cars. Hybrid cars are not as good as EVs in terms of emissions, but they are better than ICE cars because they have battery and then they have engine. तो वहाँ पे जो emission होता है वो obviously normal cars से कम होता है. So this is what EU is doing currently. अब इंडिया पे भी आते हैं तो इंडिया ने अपना जितना भी EV push start करा था majorly that started in 2015 and 2019 में उन्होंने जो उनका फेम है उसका सेकेंड फेज इम्प्लीमेंट करा था जो कि EV पुश को बढ़ा रहा है इंडिया में. एंड नाउ दे हैव ऑल्सो अंडरस्टूड दैट वी कैन नॉट क्रिएट EVs विदाउट द हेल्प ऑफ चाइना. वी विल डेफिनेटली नीड टू रिलाई ऑन चाइना ऑन फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, फॉर रेयर अर्थ एलिमेंट्स एंड फॉर बैटरीज. तो जो रिलायंस है वो तो हम एकदम नहीं कर सकते हैं चाइना में बिकॉज वी नो हाउ द रिलेशनशिप इज़ बिटवीन चाइना एंड इंडिया. The main point of pushing EVs earlier it was to reduce the dependence on fewer countries जहाँ से हम crude oil मंगाते हैं because इंडिया में तो नहीं हो रही है ये चीज़, हम बाहर से import कर रहे हैं. तो वहाँ पे dependence ख़त्म करनी है at the same time कि ये crude oil जो है एक लिमिटेड रिसोर्स है जो कि एक टाइम के बाद ख़त्म हो जाएगा और उससे एमिशंस भी होती हैं दैट अफेक्ट्स दी ओवरऑल वर्ल्ड. सो वहाँ से हमें वो कम ही करना है. सो दो ये मेन रीजंस थे कि जिसके चक्कर में EV पुश हो रहा था. बट अभी जो एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है दैट इज़ चाइना. सो उसके वजह से EV पुश अभी थोड़ा सा स्लो डाउन होगा. अभी गवर्नमेंट कोशिश करेगी कि हाइब्रिड कार्स को वो ज़्यादा प्रमोट करे और हाइब्रिड कंपनीज़ को बोले कि वो और हाइब्रिड कार्स क्रिएट करे. और काफ़ी सारी गवर्नमेंट्स हैं जैसे कि यूपी गवर्नमेंट. तो यूपी गवर्नमेंट ने टैक्स में कुछ रिलीफ दिया है वहाँ पर लोगों को, पीपल हु आर बाइंग हाइब्रिड कार्स. ओवरऑल ये रूल हर जगह पे इम्प्लीमेंटेड नहीं है बट कुछ स्टेट्स दे रही है. और उससे लेकिन प्रॉब्लम अभी ये भी है क्योंकि काफ़ी सारी कंपनीज ऑल इन हो गई हैं EV में. लाइक देयर इज़ टाटा, देयर इज़ महिंद्रा. सो दे हैव पुट इन अ लॉट ऑफ सोर्सेज फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ EVs एंड टू assign sources for different research, it takes a lot of funds. So companies already वो अपने जो funds R&D के लिए होते थे उन्होंने EV इंजीनियरिंग के लिए एग्जॉस्ट कर रहे हैं. तो उनको वहाँ पे अब ये प्रॉब्लम हो रही है कि पहले तो आप ऑल EV कर रहे थे, अभी आप थोड़ा सा यू टर्न ले रहे हो. सो वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हमें देखने को मिल रहा है. बट इफ़ यू आस्क मी 2035 तक आई डोंट थिंक हम ऑल EV पहुँच पाएंगे. ऑटोकार की एक रिसेंट रिपोर्ट थी जिसमें अभी EV कार्स का परसेंटेज था इन द ओवरऑल मार्केट दैट वी हैव वाज अराउंड 5%. इट वाज अराउंड 4 to 4.5 एंड अराउंड 5%. सो दैट्स देयर इज़ अ ह्यूज गैप. CNG का हमें बहुत ज़्यादा अडॉप्शन देखने को मिल रहा है बिकॉज इट इज़ मोर एफिशिएंट बिकॉज नाउ पीपल नो कि डीजल एफिशिएंट तो थी बट उसको हमें कुछ टाइम बाद बंद करना पड़ेगा. तो CNG में हमें बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रोथ देखने को मिल रही है और EV अभी 4% पे है. 10 साल में आप 100% तक कैसे लेके जाओगे? दैट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. एंड ग्लोबली इफ़ यू लुक एट द चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, सो ग्लोबली आप गेस करो कि ग्लोबली 20 कार्स के लिए एक पब्लिक चार्जर है. इंडिया में कितनी कार्स के लिए होगा?
250.
It is one public charger for 135 cars. तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अभी नहीं है. एंड नो मैटर हाउ मच पीपल प्रमोट दिस एंड हाउ मच पीपल से कि EV जाओ, यू आर गोइंग टू फेस चैलेंजेस इन योर ड्राइव, इन योर माइंड. You will feel कि there is not that freedom that you have with ICE cars. Obviously EV cars are better in a longer run. emissions कम होती हैं अगर आप उसको बहुत दिन तक यूज़ करते हो. बट अभी बहुत ज़्यादा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की चैलेंज है तो जिसके चक्कर में आई डोंट थिंक 2035 तक ऑल EV हम हो पाएंगे. मे बी 50% भी हो पाए, ये भी दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अ क्वेश्चन.
I think this is also dependent on the how much percentage of the GDP a country spend on R&D, right? In India, we spend around 3.5% of our whole economy in R&D.
Correct.
If we compare it with US, let's say, they spend 35%. And I'm not saying हम intentionally इतना कम spend करते हैं. It's because right now we are at developing a country.
Correct.
And it is much more important to get much more capital rather than getting more innovation. So I think innovation is directly proportional to the R&D budget of a country. So it will anyway happen very slow if we compare to the other countries. So definitely, if UK, if European nation is still not able to figure it out yet,
Yeah, they are also
India,
facing a lot of
yeah.
challenges to create a good public charging infrastructure. And at the same time, you see a lot. See, Delhi NCR में अगर आप देखोगे तो सबसे ज़्यादा क्या है? There are housing societies, right? वो housing societies में ही charger install करने के लिए उन्होंने ports नहीं बनाए हैं. उन्होंने infrastructure ऐसा create ही नहीं करा है कि for in parking people can install chargers.
Right.
So अगर हम public charger पे ही depend हो जाएंगे, then there is no point of buying an EV because it will be very expensive for people to charge their vehicles using public chargers. So it makes no sense for a normal person to buy an EV. And secondly, there are no infrastructure to charge your vehicles at home. So 10 साल में नहीं हो पाएगा. It's not possible.
Anuba, you live in the car world, right?
Yeah.
You live, you wake up, you sleep in you sleep in car. So tell me, like, if let's say I wanna buy my first car, what are the 3 hacks I should implement that will help me to get my car in much better budget, much better condition, and all? Like, what are the 3 hacks I should implement?
So for that, I will give you 4 hacks.
Oh.
ठीक है? First, let's start with the budget. So if you are planning ये तुम्हारा 10 lakh का budget है, then you should think your budget is not 10 lakhs, it is 8 plus minus 2 lakhs.
Okay.
थोड़ा सा आप बफर करके रखो क्योंकि 10 lakhs का होगा तो फिर आप 12 पे पहुंच जाओगे. So let's keep it like that. You have 8 plus minus 2 lakhs budget. Secondly, you have to identify your use case and be very sure of it. Whether you want to drive your cars in cities, if you want to just commute to your office, or if you live with your family जहाँ पे you need more spacious car, or your running is a lot, so you want more efficient car. And third, I would say will be that you have to be very sure about the company you want to go with. And next, I would say that you have to be like, people are anyway sure about it, but you have to be sure what kind of cars you like. People will give you a lot of tips and tricks कि भाई ये ले लो, ये कंपनी अच्छी है, वो ले लो, वो कंपनी अच्छी है. But आपको आपका use case पता होना चाहिए. Like when I bought my first car, so I was very sure that I will have a lot of running to do on it because I live in Delhi NCR, and I used, that time my office was in Gurgaon, so I used to do Noida to Gurgaon. So I needed an efficient car. So I went with a diesel car with a good engine option because I knew कि मेरे को चाहिए ये चीज़, ड्राइविंग एक्सपीरियंस मेरा अच्छा होना चाहिए. एंड द सेकेंड वॉज कि आई न्यू कि मेरी फैमिली तो साथ में रहती नहीं, सो इट डजेंट रियली मैटर कि what size of car I am buying and कितनी space है, because mostly it will be me who will be driving the car. And then I was very sure that I don't want a very small car. I wanted जिसका रोड प्रेजेंस अच्छा हो. सो आई वेंट विथ कॉम्पैक्ट SUV. एंड आई थिंक बजट भी मैंने ऐसे ही डिसाइड करा था दैट माई बजट वॉज अराउंड 8 lakh rupees, बट स्टिल आई केप्ट इट एट 6 plus 2 lakhs plus minus. So I bought a car from pre-owned market because I did not want to spend upfront 15 lakhs because मुझे 8 lakhs में भी वही कार अच्छे हालत में वो मिल रही थी. So these are few things that you have to keep in mind while buying your car. And I think people should also explore the second hand market or the pre-owned market, because nowadays you get a lot of good options there. If you don't want to buy it for the reason that this is going to be my first car and this is my dream, then obviously you would want to buy a new car, or you would want to go to the showroom and take the delivery, and you will want to have that feel of buying a car. Right. But if you just want to buy it from the utility perspective, I would say explore the pre-owned market and be very sure about the use cases that you have. If you want to go off-roading to mountains, or if you live in mountains, then obviously आपका perspective बहुत different होगा चीज़ों को select करने में.
I have seen a reel on Instagram, and in that reel there was a one guy, he told like he bought a car on credit card. Is it possible?
Yeah, I am not sure, but I have not heard anything like this, but I'm sure it must be possible. Why not?
Okay.
You can just pay using credit card, then why not? If your credit card holds that much limit, then definitely.
Okay. So there might be benefit on like
Yes,
buying a
you
car
will,
from
obviously.
exactly. But there's a thing like you do not have to spend more than 30% of your whole credit card limits.
Yeah.
It affects your credit score.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to keep like only spend only 30% of your credit card limit per month. So let's say like if you're buying a car of 10 lakh, so it should be like at least 30 lakh. Your
Correct.
limit should be
Yeah.
that. So, okay, this is also a good hack. One hack also I have heard it from somewhere. So let's say if you're buying a new car, right? And there are some shop owners, or we can say the agencies owners. What they do by the end of that month, they purchase the car on their own name or whatever they do, and because they have to
Clear the inventory.
yeah, clear their inventory. I mean, hit their targets and all. So you also get some kind of discount in that. Also, if you buy some cars in Diwali and all, you get some
Obviously,
kind of discount.
then these
Yeah.
offers are anyway there. That
Exactly.
15 अगस्त को ले आओ, दिवाली पे ले आओ. But I think दिवाली पे और price बढ़ता नहीं है because we have Dhanteras and all these festivals.
I do not know. मैंने कभी दिवाली पे खरीदी नहीं.
Same. I never want to buy things in this particular season because everything become very expensive and there is a lot of rush in the market. So I totally avoid going for shopping.
I have
or
also
anything.
bought a car in recently. I mean 2-3 months back only. So it wasn't in like festive season and all, but after just that month, the prices went like up for like 4% or something like of Maruti, right? So we have to, I mean, if you're buying a car, you have to keep an eye like उसके prices कहीं बढ़ तो नहीं रहे in the recent
Exactly.
time. So you
And
will keep.
yes, you can check out for discounts because many companies on the ICE variants they give a lot of discounts these days. जो कार जैसे Jimny पे बीच में बहुत अच्छा discount था because Jimny did not perform that well in the market and जब Thar Rocks launch होने वाली थी उसके आसपास Thar पे काफी अच्छा discount मिल रहा था. So you have to be mindful about the offers and what new car or being launched. So उसके around पे you might get a good deal.
What's your favorite car?
I like Defender a lot.
Defender.
Yeah.
So you are like a mountain climber type of person, right?
I just like the road presence, to be very honest. Yeah.
Interesting.
And I will tell you one funny story. So I think it was not Defender, but एक Bolero थी और उस
Right.
Bolero ने अपनी इतना अच्छा उसने मॉडिफाई कर दिया था ना देन यू विल फील कि भाई ये बहुत ही महंगी कार है सो उसने पूरा ही बाहर से उसका लुक चेंज कर दिया था आई कैन शेयर द वीडियो इफ आई फाइंड विद यू यू कैन जस्ट पुट इट ऑन द पॉडकास्ट मतलब इट वाज लुकिंग वेरी नाइस सो पीपल डू अ लॉट ऑफ क्रेजी स्टफ इन दिल्ली विद कार्स स्पेशली
Interesting.
या
You should also ask like what's my favorite car.
Yeah,
But
what
that's
is-
coming to the question.
no I will want to know what's your favorite car
So I'm not a big on cars, right? But I really want like people say like आपको कोई luxury car या फिर ऐसे खर्च नहीं करना चाहिए and all. But I think car is I would buy only one car that would be kind of Mercedes. That should be like a top model.
convertible
Convertible. I have recently saw a BMW also,
Oh, yeah.
convertible. Somebody was roaming it in Gurgaon रात में. It sounds so crazy.
There is a charm to convertible cars.
Exactly.
Like it looks so fancy, so it gives you that old world charm that you see in
Exactly.
Hollywood movies. It looks very nice.
In
yeah.
Bollywood movies also, like
Yeah, in Bollywood too.
Shahrukh Khan just वो कौन सा गाना था of like there was a movie Pardes and क्या कहते हैं the song was ये दिल दीवाना. That was like a kind of dream
Yes.
for every क्या कहते हैं 2000s around born Gen Z person
Yeah.
to go to Switzerland and
Drive a convertible.
convertible.
Correct. What about Tarzan the Wonder Car?
That's also crazy.
Yeah.
That's also a child dream for us.
Yeah, in fact, I'll tell you, I got a chance in this Auto Expo. I did speak to Dileep Chhabadia, who was the creator and designer of the Stars in the Wonder car. Yeah, so he did. They were showcasing one of the car they designed in the Auto Expo, and it was kind of a big monster truck, and that was EV. So they showcased it. I'll share the picture with you. But nowadays, like EVs are everywhere. You have Hummer EV, then you have these monster truck kind of cars that are also EVs. In fact, MG is going to launch Cyberstar, which is
I think you posted out.
yeah, yes. So that's a sports car, kind of sports car, and
Yeah.
it's EV, and it looks so
So,
beautiful. It
yeah.
looks gorgeous. Yeah.
Interesting. MG also, I mean, we're launching a car in India, which is MG7 sedan. Have you seen that?
No, not really.
Right now, they haven't
MG
launched.
Cyberstar. So Cyberstar is
A different.
yeah, it's a different.
MG7 sedan is a different.
Okay.
I think they have launched in different countries. I think they have launched in Korea. I have seen a
Okay.
video. Maybe in China also. So that car also I love. That car is around 20 to 30 lakh. Okay, on road, and pretty premium car. I can say it out.
MG makes good car, yeah.
Yeah, so I really like that car. If they launch in India, I would definitely love to buy. If somebody from MG is watching this podcast.
I'll also add one more point to the question that you had earlier about the hack. See, nowadays you have by MG, I remember that nowadays you see a lot of big screens in cars. Like people will flaunt it, like कि influencer will tell you कि भाई इतनी बड़ी screen है, laptop है ये वो.
Right.
Please be aware of all that nonsense, because most of the time big screen doesn't mean good experience. Most of the time the experience with bigger screen will be underwhelming, and you will feel very annoyed by the end of your session with that screen. So be very sure that do you really want that screen, या फिर कितना use है, या फिर आप उसको आपको चाहिए भी कि नहीं चाहिए वो चीज़. Because if you're not a techie person, and if you're not someone who is very good with technology, and you don't like to use screen all the time for all little functions, then you should avoid it, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. It's come to your third point that you have mentioned, like calculate your utilities. Like
Correct.
why you want the car.
If you
Do
just
you
want to flaunt it, then have the biggest screen
But how
possible.
you can flaunt with the bigger screen? I do not know.
No, nowadays I see a lot of influencer making videos कि इस कार में आपको मिल रही है 12 इंच की स्क्रीन. तो
Who are
कार
those
तो
influencers?
there are a lot of influencers because obviously they do it for the views, but they say it. So ये किसको चाहिए, मतलब 12 इंच की स्क्रीन आपको कार में क्यों चाहिए, आपको टीवी देखना है. And I was recently driving a car, I'll not tell you the name. So they have all the YouTube functioning and everything in that, but one cannot, because the screen was very laggy. So the person who is sitting next to me, that person could not change the song using YouTube because I was driving the car. Then what's the point of giving that functioning if the other person cannot use it? I am driving the car, it is not, I am anyway not going to use it.
Right.
The other person is not also able to use it. So I think ये refinement अभी होगा time के साथ, but अभी तो यही हाल है.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's say, like, if you buy a car, people say, or I mean, everybody knows that once you buy a car, the value of car reduced by 50%. Is it true?
Yeah, definitely.
Is there any car which have the higher resale value?
Yes, there are.
Which is?
So I would say कि not mostly, but many cars by Suzuki have good resale value. The reason is Suzuki's service center और उसको maintain करने के लिए आप इंडिया के किसी भी कोने में चले जाओ, छोटी सी दुकान में भी चले जाओ, वो कार आपकी छोटा मोटा रिपेयर आराम से हो जाएगा. So it is very user friendly in that way. So all the cars including Brezza, Maruti Wagoner,
and that Swift, which
Swift,
is very
हाँ, जो पुरानी वाली स्विफ्ट थी, अभी नई वाली तो
Okay.
थोड़ी सी दैट्स अ डिफरेंट केस, बट पुरानी वाली जो स्विफ्ट थी उन सब की रीसेल वैल्यू बहुत अच्छी होती है. इनफैक्ट मारुति की आप कोई भी कार ले लोगे उसकी आपको बहुत अच्छी रीसेल वैल्यू मिलेगी बिकॉज ऑफ द ब्रांड सुजुकी, बिकॉज इट इज़ वेरी यूजर फ्रेंडली एंड यू कैन टेक इट टू एनी टाउन, एनी विलेज. कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, इट विल गेट रिजॉल्व्ड. लाइक माई कार, इफ आई टॉक अबाउट माई कार, इट इज़ XUV 300. सो उसके पार्ट्स आपको इजीली नहीं मिलेंगे हर जगह पे. इफ़ आई टेक इट टू अ स्मॉल टाउन या फिर विलेज, तो वहाँ पे अगर कुछ ख़राब हो रहा है देन आई विल हैव टू स्ट्रगल अ लॉट टू गेट इट फिक्स्ड. बट मारुति तुम ले जाओ कहीं भी दुनिया में, तुम्हारी कार फिक्स हो जाएगी. इसीलिए आपको छोटे शहरों में बहुत ज़्यादा वैगनार स्विफ्ट दिखती है.
Right.
Brezza.
I belong to Mathura, and I used to live there till 2020, right? And Maruti Suzuki is one of the good car. Like you can say, top of the average car
Correct.
is there, right? And when I came to Gurgaon, वो तो सबके पास होती है. Like every taxi guy have like a Maruti
Yeah,
Suzuki.
because
It
they
is,
have created that value that you know whatever happens, there will be someone who can fix your car. So they have maintained that credibility.
So I think if you are looking from a resale perspective,
Yes. Go
this,
with Maruti Suzuki.
yeah, go with a Maruti Suzuki. And if you are going with any other also, keep this thing in mind कि उसकी these spare parts, these repairing
Easily
things,
available हो,
easily
obviously. ये आपको बहुत ध्यान में रखना चाहिए.
Got it. So let's say I have 10 lakh today.
Yeah.
Okay. Where I should spend it? Like what car should I buy? What
So
Anuba says.
I will again go back to that thing which I told you earlier. You have to identify your utility and your use case. Considering where the market is going, SUV market is growing rapidly. Compact SUVs, MPVs, like in India, people like bigger cars. पहले जो हमारा Alto, Espresso, i10 का जो ज़माना था वो धीरे धीरे ख़त्म हो रहा है. People want good road presence, तो उनको उस टाइप की cars चाहिए. तो उसके लिए I would say Kia Sonet is a good option. Kia is a good brand, and जो उनकी Sonet as a offering है, it's a good car. It has good road presence. It looks really nice in my opinion, and inside also you get some premium look and feel whenever you sit inside. The interiors are good, and you have some tech features which people need actually in day-to-day lives. तो वहाँ पे वो चीज़ मेरे को बहुत अच्छी लगती है. हाँ, थोड़ी सी ड्राइव क्वालिटी मुझे पर्सनली किया सोनेट की उतनी ज़्यादा अच्छी नहीं लगती, अप टू द मार्क नहीं लगती है. बट अगर आपकी वो इतनी ज़्यादा प्रायोरिटी नहीं है, यू डोंट वांट अ कार दैट यू नो जस्ट टेक्स ऑफ ऑन हाईवेज, if you're not that person, then Kia Sonet is a good option. And second, I would say Tata Altroz. अभी उनका recently में facelift भी आया है 2025 में, so I was there and I checked. I did have spent some time with Tata Altroz, and it's a good car. It's very spacious from inside. वो compact sedan में आ जाएगी category में, but still it's very spacious from inside, and the look and feel is good. And nowadays, like these new cars have these ambient lighting, and so look and feel काफ़ी अच्छा हो जाता है. And it's a powerful car. आपको उसमें safety rating भी अच्छी मिलती है. And the engine options that you get are also, there are multiple engine options that you get. CNG भी fitted आपको मिल जाएगा. तो अगर आपको efficient car चाहिए, then you can also look at that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So
but I would add that many people don't like Tata's after service. So maybe you want to be sure of that. This is not what I am saying. This is what I've heard from people who own Tata vehicles. So maybe just be a little sure about that. Otherwise, these two cars are good under 10 lakh.
So you drive different cars, right? When you are taking me to drive,
I think whenever I'm getting some new fancy car, then definitely. Yeah, because I don't want to take you on a drive in a very basic car. Then whenever I'm getting a new fancy car, shout out to people who are sending me cars. Please send a fancy one next time.
definitely. I would love to.
Yeah.
So now we are moving to the next part, which is a rapid fire question. You just have to answer very quick,
Okay.
right? So let's buckle up your seat belts. Let's get started. Best car under 10 lakh.
Kia Sonet.
Most overrated AI tool.
Very difficult. I'll say ChatGPT only because I'll tell you because many people say कि you can change your life with ChatGPT. I don't see that happening.
Best AI tool.
Best AI tool will be QuickReel. I think you should try it out.
Okay, next question. Delhi traffic or Delhi smog?
Which I hate most or which I can tolerate?
Whatever you say, we are not
I
adding
hate Delhi
context.
smog.
Okay. Tata or Toyota?
Toyota any day.
Building a media startup again or become a car reviewer?
I would say building a media startup again because then you can do a lot more than just reviewing cars.
Being a creator or starting media startup again?
Become a creator, then start a media startup.
That's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
A car you would never buy, even if it's free.
See, I would just request people don't give me hate for this, but I will never buy Baleno. because
reason?
Baleno's sales are going up and it is being sold a lot, but that's a very fragile car. So in terms of safety point of view, I'm not going to buy Baleno ever because safety is needed. Yeah,
Scorpio or Creta?
Creta in line.
Why?
Any day.
I see like these Delhi and Gurgaon people, NCR people really like Creta. Why?
See, रेपुटेशन दोनों की ही खराब है. स्कॉर्पियो की भी खराब है और
Okay.
क्रेटा की भी खराब है. बट अगर मुझे लेसर इविल चूज करना होगा, देन आई विल गो विद क्रेटा. क्रेटा इज अ सॉलिड कार.
The new Scorpio 700, I think. Scorpio 700?
स्कॉर्पियो XUV 300 700.
XUV 700, which
Yeah.
is very good, right?
Yeah, it is.
Look wise, I really
Yes,
liked
yes,
it.
yes.
And that Scorpio की भी नई वाली I really liked it.
And line, yeah.
Yeah. Now we are coming to the next part. This or that. ChatGPT or Gemini?
ChatGPT I've used a lot, but I would prefer Gemini because I have not used Gemini and it is very capable.
Car reviewing or tech journalist?
Car reviewing,
Reels or YouTube?
YouTube.
Petrol forever or EV everything?
It's very difficult, but I don't think I can go EV everything any day because मैंने बहुत charging में धोखे खाए हैं.
I think we have already done it.
Yes, we have spoken about a lot of things.
Now coming to the last part.
Yes.
लड़की कैसे पटाए?
मैंने कभी पटाई नहीं है, but let me think about it. See, मेरा एक friend है जो कि बहुत ही ज़्यादा सिंगल है. वो मेरा बहुत अच्छा दोस्त है. मैं उसको पिछले 7 साल से जानती हूँ. वो 7 साल सिंगल है. मैं उसकी हेल्प नहीं कर पाई हूँ. By this, I just want to tell you कि मुझे नहीं पता लड़की कैसे पटाए. But I think यार नहीं पता. It's very complicated topic and मैं dating game से बहुत दिन पहले निकल चुकी हूँ, so I have no idea.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Interesting point. You should write it. So, okay, Anubha, thank you for coming on the podcast. We really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I have done like multiple podcasts with others. I think you are the youngest one, and we are of the same age.
Correct,
around,
yeah.
right? And I think there will be more podcasts with you on this podcast also. We will
Definitely,
talk
yeah.
a lot more about Gen Z culture.
Yeah.
And I mean, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for inviting, and it was very fun for me too. And it's always fun to speak about the work that you do in such format because it's very fun, I would say.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me.
If you got value from this, hit subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, and share it with your friends who are obsessed with cars, AI, or tech, or maybe job hunting. This is Beyond the Script, where we decode how real builder think, move, and execute. See you next week.